Some games deliver much more than just fun, offering memorable stories, stunning worlds, and engaging mechanics that make every minute worth it. Whether through their grandeur, attention to detail, or the sheer amount of content, certain titles stand out as true investments. They don't just entertain. They create unforgettable experiences that continue to surprise even after hours of play. In this list, we've gathered 20 games that justify every penny spent, providing intense and unforgettable journeys. From epic adventures, vast open worlds, and thrilling narratives to breathtaking challenges, there's something for everyone. Each of these titles has something special to offer, whether through the depth of their stories, refined gameplay, or richly built universes. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel, where I bring you daily content so you don't miss a thing in the gaming universe. And if you could subscribe to help me grow, I'd be really happy. From one gamer to another. In first place is Hitman World of Assassination, where you take control of a meticulous assassin. Each mission offers stunning locations, filled with unexpected opportunities to eliminate your targets. Blending into the crowd, using disguises, or turning common objects into weapons are part of the plan. Success depends on observation and how you decide to act in each situation. Every detail in the environment can be used to your advantage for a perfect execution. The freedom of approach makes each mission unique, allowing for silent takedowns or bold eliminations. The AI responds dynamically, punishing carelessness and rewarding precise planning. Every choice can change the course of the mission, keeping the tension ever present. The settings vary from luxurious mansions, high-profile parties, to heavily fortified castles. Each environment has its own routines, creating new possibilities for creative approaches. Whether you're patient and strategic or fast and ruthless, the game delivers tension and satisfaction with every goal accomplished. In second place is Elden Ring, a game that places you in a colossal world filled with mysteries, forgotten ruins, and enemies ready to end anyone who lets their guard down. The lands between are vast, intelligently connected, and full of secrets waiting for those brave enough to explore. Every path leads to something unexpected, whether it's a colossal creature emerging from a mist or a hidden passage that holds valuable rewards. The freedom in character creation allows for various combat styles, from brutal warriors who smash everything in their path to sorcerers who manipulate ancient energies. The available arsenal is immense, with weapons and magic that completely change how you approach battles. Treacherous dungeons, castles overtaken by unspeakable horrors, and wandering creatures create a constant sense of tension. Every choice determines your fate in the lands between, where glory and ruin always walk hand in hand. In third place is Uncharted 4, a game that delivers cinematic action in every scene. The adventure takes you to stunning locations, from lush jungles to forgotten ruins. Each environment plays an important role, influencing challenges and revealing unexpected secrets. Thrilling chases and dangerous climbs make exploration dynamic and engaging. The combat balances intense action and strategy, offering multiple approaches in each confrontation. The dialogues are natural and charismatic, keeping the narrative engaging throughout. The story mixes tension, humor, and drama, creating a strong connection with the characters. The interaction between them enhances immersion, making every scene feel authentic. The visuals impress with stunning landscapes and extremely detailed animations. Every detail contributes to making this adventure epic and unforgettable. In fourth place is God of War Ragnarok, which takes Norse mythology to a new level. The world stands on the brink of collapse, and the journey takes you through majestic and devastated realms, each marked by stories of glory and destruction. The combat balances brutality and strategy. The impact and fluidity of the attacks make every victory feel earned. The narrative goes beyond war and gods, exploring the protagonist's internal conflicts and the choices that shape his destiny. Between moments of silence and dialogues filled with meaning, the father-son relationship evolves in a compelling way. The path is full of challenges, mysteries, and revelations, and every decision can alter the course of this epic story. In fifth place is The Last of Us, a game that takes survival to an emotional and brutal level. 20 years after the collapse of civilization, a smuggler is tasked with delivering a girl to a group of rebels. What begins as a simple job soon becomes a dangerous journey through a devastated world. The threat comes not only from the infected, but also from violent groups who will do anything to survive. The gameplay mixes stealth and intense combat, forcing strategic decisions at every turn. With limited resources, every bullet and item found can make the difference between life and death. The story stands out for its emotional weight and the deep development of its characters. The dialogues are filled with meaning, making each conversation a crucial piece of the plot. Small details in the world tell silent stories about what was lost over the years. Between moments of tension and scenes of pure melancholy, the game builds a narrative that stays with you long after. The ending, impactful and controversial, proves that not all choices are easy. In sixth place is Resident Evil 4 Remake, a game that turns a rescue mission into a true nightmare. A special agent is sent to a remote village to find the president's missing daughter. What seemed like a straightforward mission quickly turns into hell, with hostile villagers and something far darker lurking. The action perfectly balances with horror, creating moments of pure despair. The enemies are aggressive and relentless, requiring precision in your shots and a strategic use of resources. Combat has been enhanced, allowing for new ways to defend and counterattack. The settings have been rebuilt with an impressive level of detail, making the village an even more oppressive environment. Dark lighting, disturbing sounds, and weather effects reinforce the terror atmosphere. Small narrative changes add layers to the story without compromising the essence of the original. The game surprises even the most die-hard fans, bringing unexpected twists. This return is not just a tribute, but a new way to experience a horror classic. In seventh place is Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that captures the brutality and beauty of the Old West. The era of outlaws is fading, and a fugitive gang fights to survive. Pursued by federal agents and bounty hunters, they must steal and kill to stay free. Amid this chaos, one man begins to question his loyalty and the true cost of his criminal life. The open world is vast and incredibly detailed, creating an environment that feels alive. Bustling cities, dense forests, and scorching deserts make up a setting where every detail has been carefully crafted. Interaction with NPCs goes beyond the ordinary, allowing each encounter to be unique. Combat is intense, with realistic gunfights and a movement system that adds weight to each action. The story explores themes like loyalty, morality, and change, following memorable characters in an engaging narrative. Casual conversations and small interactions add depth, making each journey personal and full of nuances. The missions are varied, bringing everything from extreme tension to unexpected moments of reflection. Every detail contributes to a plot full of emotion, where the fight is not only against the law, but also against one's own past. In eighth place is Ghost of Tsushima, a game that turns war into a personal fight for survival and honor. At the end of the 13th century, The island of Tsushima is the last obstacle between Japan and an invading empire. A samurai warrior sees his land consumed by fire and must decide whether to follow the code of his lineage or adopt ruthless tactics against the enemy. The battlefield stretches through burning villages, misty forests, and forgotten temples. Every confrontation is a choice between tradition and the need for change. Combat blends precision and brutality, allowing for direct duels or stealth attacks against the invaders. Sword fights require quick reflexes, punishing any mistake with lethal cuts. The protagonist's tactics evolve as he abandons the restrictions of the past, incorporating new tools and fighting styles. Facing an enemy head-on or attacking from the shadows alters how the enemies react. Each victory strengthens the legend of a warrior who refuses to accept defeat. The environments feature breathtaking landscapes, from hills covered in red leaves to fields lit by the golden sunset. Small details make the world more immersive, from the wind guiding your path to the footprints left in the mud. The journey is not just about war, but also about the weight of decisions and their consequences. In ninth place is Bloodborne, which turns nightmares into reality within a city consumed by madness. The streets of Yharnam, once grand, are now overrun by a disease that turns people into bloodthirsty creatures. In the midst of this chaos, the only way out is to hunt or be hunted. The combat is brutal and demands aggression, favoring quick reflexes and precise attacks. Grotesque creatures and relentless adversaries make each fight a test of skill. The risk and reward system encourages an offensive playstyle, turning battles into a spectacle of speed and violence. The Gothic environments create an oppressive atmosphere, blending grand architecture with decaying ruins. Flickering lights illuminate blood-soaked streets, while shadows conceal unspeakable terrors. Hidden dungeons offer unpredictable challenges, with traps and aberrations lurking. Small details in the environment tell dark stories without words. Every step forward uncovers an even more terrifying truth about this cursed city. In 10th place is A Short Hike, a game that invites you to freely explore a cozy and full of surprises environment. The Hawk Peak Provincial Park is a tranquil place, filled with winding trails, crystal clear streams, and towering mountains. There's no rush, and every path offers something new to discover. You can interact with fellow travelers, find hidden treasures, and enjoy the view. The movement is fluid, giving you total freedom to decide how to traverse the island. Walking, climbing, and even flying through the skies make exploration dynamic and relaxing. There are no strict challenges or pressures, just the satisfaction of following your own pace. The art direction uses vibrant colors to create a light and nostalgic atmosphere. The soundtrack accompanies each moment, changing with the situation and reinforcing the sense of immersion. Between climbs, flights, and moments of calm, the game offers a welcome break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. In 11th place is Mass Effect Trilogy, a saga that places the fate of the galaxy in the hands of a single commander. Amidst a conflict threatening all known civilizations, an elite soldier becomes the last hope against an unstoppable force. Every planet visited holds secrets, unexpected allies, and dilemmas that challenge notions of right and wrong. The story doesn't follow a fixed path, and every decision alters the course of events. The universe reacts to the choices made, making each journey unique. Combat blends strategy and real-time action, allowing for tactical approaches and intense firefights. The variety of abilities and weapons opens up countless possibilities, whether controlling biotics to manipulate the battlefield or using advanced technology to destabilize enemies. The squad accompanies every mission, offering essential support and interacting dynamically with the environment. The mechanics evolve throughout the trilogy, refining the control and fluidity of combat. Every battle is more than just a confrontation. It's a step toward the galaxy's destiny. The settings range from futuristic metropolises to abandoned colonies, creating a rich and detailed universe. The remaster enhances lighting, textures, and visual effects, making iconic moments even more immersive. The narrative stands out for the impact of the relationships built during the journey, creating bonds that influence the unfolding of the plot. With choices that shape the future and challenges that test convictions, this trilogy remains one of the most memorable stories in gaming. In 12th place is Metro Exodus, which takes survival to an unforgiving setting. 25 years after the nuclear war, a group of survivors leaves the tunnels of Moscow. The outside world, once only a legend, proves to be as dangerous as it is fascinating. Snow-covered ruins, radioactive forests, and forgotten cities hide secrets and threats. Every step outside the shelter represents a risk, where any mistake can be fatal. The combat mixes stealth and intense action, forcing the strategic use of the few available resources. The arsenal consists of makeshift weapons that can be customized as needed. Enemies vary from hostile factions to terrifying mutants, each requiring a different approach. The environment is also an enemy, with radiation, extreme cold, and constant lack of supplies. Every confrontation requires planning, making the struggle for survival even more tense. The day-night cycle and weather changes create dynamic and immersive settings. The journey crosses a devastated world, revealing moments of despair and hope. The choices made along the way directly impact the fate of the companions. Small details in the environment reinforce the sense of isolation and constant danger. Amid the chaos, finding a new home may be the greatest challenge of all. In 13th place is The Wolf Among Us, a game that delves into a dark and tense mystery. It features a city inhabited by fairy tale characters trying to live among humans. At the center of the story is a sheriff tasked with maintaining order in a place where crime and violence have become routine. The case of a brutal murder is just the beginning of a plot full of secrets. Every clue uncovers something deeper and more dangerous than it seemed at first. Decisions are at the heart of the gameplay, directly influencing the course of the investigation and the fates of the characters. Each choice can strengthen alliances or create enemies, drastically changing the course of events. The visual style resembles a living comic book with vibrant colors and striking shadows that enhance the noir atmosphere. The settings range from decaying bars, dangerous alleyways, and offices full of compromising documents. In a world where no one is completely innocent, finding the truth may be the greatest challenge. In 14th place is Scarlet Nexus, set in a future where humanity has awakened psychic powers. Deformed creatures have appeared from the sky, hunting humans to devour their brains. To combat them, soldiers with special abilities were recruited for the creature suppression force. Two young warriors follow different paths, but their destinies are intertwined. As they progress, hidden secrets begin to change everything around them. Combat turns the environment into a weapon, allowing you to levitate and throw objects at enemies. The combination of physical attacks and psychic powers makes each confrontation intense and strategic. Mentally connecting with allies grants temporary new abilities. Every fight requires creativity, taking advantage of the surroundings and available powers. The fast-paced rhythm and variety of abilities keep the gameplay exciting. The aesthetic blends science fiction with a visual inspired by classic anime. Neon-lit cities contrast with ruins that hide secrets about humanity's past. The plot explores themes like identity, control, and the bonds formed during wartime. Memorable characters deepen their relationships as the story progresses. Between intense battles and unexpected revelations, every choice can change the fate of the world. In 15th place is Spider-Man, a game that places the hero in a vibrant New York full of dangers. As an experienced vigilante, he faces criminals and iconic villains while trying to balance his personal life. Every threat requires speed and intelligence, making the city a true battleground. The plot explores the challenges of being a hero, showing the weight of the protagonist's choices. Between action moments and personal dilemmas, the fight for justice has never been so intense. The movement is one of the game's standout features, with fluid mechanics that allow you to swing across the city with style. Swinging between skyscrapers, running on walls, and performing acrobatic feats keep exploration dynamic. Combat combines swift strikes and the intelligent use of webs, offering countless ways to approach enemies. Technological gadgets expand the possibilities, bringing variety to each encounter. The battles are fast-paced and require sharp reflexes to deal with multiple threats at once. The recreation of New York impresses with its details, from bustling neighborhoods to iconic landmarks. The city responds to the hero's actions, making the experience more immersive and realistic. The story features reimagined versions of classic characters, deepening the connection with the lore. Small events scattered across the map ensure there's always something to do. Whether saving civilians or facing supervillains, each day as a hero brings a new challenge. In 16th place is Persona 5 Royal, an RPG that places you at the heart of a story full of mystery and twists. After being transferred to a new school in Tokyo, your life changes completely when you discover a strange power. An enigmatic voice warns you that ruin awaits, but there is a chance to escape. To do this, you must become a phantom thief and challenge corrupt figures who distort reality. Between classes, friendships, and risky missions, each day brings choices that shape your destiny. The turn-based combat requires strategy and intelligence to exploit the enemy's weaknesses. Your personas, manifestations of your inner power, offer unique abilities for each situation. Building bonds with allies strengthens your options, opening new possibilities in battles. You can fuse personas to create even more powerful beings. Each confrontation tests your planning ability, making the fights intense and rewarding. The city of Tokyo is full of activities waiting for you outside of combat. Working, hanging out with friends, and exploring different places help develop your skills and open new opportunities. Your choices influence the story, leading to different outcomes and unforgettable moments. The vibrant soundtrack and distinctive style further enhance your journey. Between challenges and secrets, it's in your hands to change the fate of those around you. In 17th place is Gris, a game that invites you to explore a delicate and melancholic world. Without dialogues or direct explanations, the journey unfolds through art and music. You control a young woman who gradually rediscovers the colors and shapes around her. Every step reveals new elements, transforming previously empty settings into living landscapes. Sadness manifests in the environment, but also in the way you interact with it. The gameplay is fluid and exploration-based, without direct combat or dangers. The watercolor visuals bring the setting to life, making it feel like a painting in motion. The lack of speech makes the experience accessible to any player, regardless of language. What starts in dull tones soon fills with color, reflecting a silent but powerful transformation. In 18th place is Little Nightmares, a game that transforms childhood fears into a dark and unsettling journey. You control a small hooded figure trapped in a distorted and terrifying place. Every room hides unexpected dangers, from grotesque creatures to shadows that seem to come to life. The environment is oppressive, with narrow hallways and vast spaces that heighten the feeling of vulnerability. Running and hiding are the only options to keep advancing. The gameplay combines platforming, stealth, and puzzles, requiring attention and quick thinking. Precise movements are essential to escape from enemies that patrol the area, looking for any sign of life. Using the environment is key, allowing for interactions that help open paths or create distractions. Small details reveal hidden secrets, deepening the mystery of the location. Each step forward brings new threats, making the experience tense from start to finish. The art direction uses cool colors and dramatic lighting to create a disturbing world. The environments seem to come from a nightmare, blending surreal elements with common objects in distorted ways. The subtle soundtrack reinforces the feeling of discomfort, increasing the immersion. The dense atmosphere and moments of silence make every suspicious sound even more frightening. Finding an escape means confronting your own fears, but the true threat may be hidden in something much bigger. In 19th place is Valiant Hearts, a game that places you in the midst of one of the most significant conflicts in history. During World War I, for characters' fates intertwine as they face the horrors of the trenches. Each one carries their own motivations, whether survival, duty, or the search for a loved one. Amid the chaos, a simple dog becomes an indispensable companion, helping to overcome obstacles and dangers. Between battles and farewells, war changes everything around them. The gameplay combines exploration, puzzles, and moments of action, without focusing on direct combat. Each setting presents unique challenges, from disarming traps to finding safe routes amidst enemy fire. The comic book-style visuals add an artistic touch to the drama of war. Subtle colors contrast with devastating scenes, reinforcing the emotional impact of the narrative. The game also features historical facts, connecting real events to the challenges faced by the characters. Amidst all the losses, small gestures of humanity show that not everything is lost. Next is Lies of P, a game that places you in a decadent world where lying might be the only way out. A once prosperous civilization is now plunged into chaos, overtaken by maddened machines and enigmatic figures. You wake up without answers, surrounded by threats and hidden secrets. Between painful truths and convenient lies, every decision carries an unexpected weight. Combat demands precision and strategy, combining agile dodges with devastating strikes. Your weapons can be modified, creating unique combinations to face increasingly brutal enemies. The dark atmosphere blends the elegance of the past with the horror of a ruined world. Empty streets, corrupted machines, and hidden secrets create an intriguing and threatening setting. The narrative unfolds subtly, leaving clues for those willing to understand the mysteries behind the events. Each environment tells its own story, reinforcing the sense of being in a place that once had grandeur, but is now on the verge of being forgotten. Let me know which of these games you've had the chance to play. Did any catch your curiosity and make it onto your list of upcoming games? We'd love to know which one grabbed your attention. Share in the comments any games you think were missing from the list. If you can, subscribe to the channel to help me grow and never again wonder what to play.